Hello, good afternoon. My name is Robert Hirsch, Senior Vice President with Lynxspring. Welcome to our monthly webinar series, 30 Minutes with Lynxspring. Today I'd like to introduce to you Rick Gibson, our Product Development Executive. Rick and I are here today to introduce to you our new JENEsys Edge product. We will introduce specifically the JENEsys Edge 100 product, the first product in a series of products that we have planned for the next coming months and hopefully for the coming years. So I will turn it over to Rick. Thank you.
Greetings. I'm excited to be here and to participate in this particular webinar talking about the Edge 100. I'm relatively new here at Lynxspring, been here 6 months in charge of product development and product realization. And this particular product has been a highlight for us to work on, and it has been long anticipated. And so let's talk a little bit about why we created this particular product, the JENEsys Edge 100, the purpose, the goals, and the mission. To begin with, the marketplace is changing. The dynamics of building automation has evolved to be inclusive of many other things, up to and including the Internet of Things, where there's intelligence, and it's no longer just machine to machine, but it's anything to everything type of technology and wants and needs with customers. How can they get data? How can they get more information off things that are in their assets and are at the perimeter and in their buildings? And so the nature of the products that we create need to change and evolve and take shape to meet those needs and ultimately exceed those needs. We want to be in front of, be able to anticipate and be in front of what customers are asking and will need in the future. So that's the direction we'll be taking. So what we see as a trend, obviously, and will continue to spike, is the devices are getting smaller, less expensive, and smarter. And so we want to be at the leading edge of that. We want to be innovative and create products that are meeting needs, that have defined purposeful use cases with value statements and propositions, and that are good products for you to install and for your business. At the edge, let's talk a little bit what the edge is. In the environment of building facilities, environment of IoT, there can be lots of static and moving parts. So we wanted to come up with a product that allows us to put intelligence, to put gateway, to put control technologies down close to the very edge or the perimeter of assets. Talking about thermostats and sensors and a variety of things that can be out on the edge that we still need to be able to control, still need to be able to talk to. But in many cases, there's too many links in the chain between that edge and the enterprise or the ultimate data source. Likewise, there's a market that really has not been addressed previously for our types of products, and that's the small to mid-size building market. Restaurants and quick service environments, retail environments are typically, it's been cost prohibitive to bring in sort of a more industrial solution into these small and mid-sized buildings. So in creating a product that you can push out closer to the edge, you also need to create a product that can be affordable to transcend larger enterprise solutions, but also go into in small and mid-size. And that's what we've accomplished with the Edge 100. It's packed with the Onyx Platform, which is a gateway that is designed now and for the future to host multiple protocols and communication technologies and hardware options. And it's combined with the Niagara 3.8 software control engine tools to give you control power. And so it's a great solution at a small or economical and affordable price for a variety of use cases. So we see the trend going for products to be smaller, more affordable, to be more intelligent, to address a number of needs and changing use cases inside facilities. So again, putting your business caps on, think about being able to take these products into a variety of different types of building facilities, small, mid, large, going in and architecting solutions to get information from the edge out to the enterprise, and to be able to do it while you're using very familiar interfaces and tools on the Niagara side, and taking advantage of the innovation and creativity that we're applying on the Onyx side to be able to put platforms in place that will be future compatible. As needs change inside the building, inside the environments, as technologies and protocols change, the Edge 100 and the Onyx platform is designed to be future compatible and adaptable, so we can easily add new software options and hardware options to comply to the new trends in software and hardware technology that will be applied to buildings. So in drilling down a little closer, we are looking at the JENEsys Edge 100 is essentially comprised of the Niagara 3.8 software with a sort of a controlled license that gives you enough functionality to be able to go in and architect many different solutions, sitting on top of our Onyx hardware, Linux-powered hardware, which, as we've indicated, we have a roadmap in place which will allow you to take this type of framework, extend it into different use cases, extend it to different types of configurations. So it can be an asset that you invest in for your customers, that you can live with for a long time, and add and provide add-on or bolt-on functionality as the needs grow and increase. So with that, I'm going to invite Robert to segue over to him and let him take you sort of inside the Edge 100 and talk about the features and functionalities that we're delivering with it, and then we'll take some questions.
And let me remind you guys that this is a live webinar, so forgive us if we have some hiccups here and there. But if you need to submit some questions, please find your chat window and the webinar screen on the side there, and we will try to address some of those questions at the end of this webinar. Here in this screen, you can see the actual device. This is the Edge 100 device. It is, if you're familiar with Onyx from Lynxspring, this should look familiar to you. However, what's different, the main difference here is that this is a Niagara-powered device. All right, you can go to the next screen, please. And I will try to tag on to Rick's explanation earlier, but the Edge 100 does fill a significant gap that we found that the traditional Niagara in ways was difficult to address, and that is pushing the Niagara framework into smaller and maybe even medium-sized buildings. Niagara, as we know, works well as a network area controller, middleware, an enterprise solution. We've been successful in driving it into some large equipment manufacturers, but that's a difficult task. And now we've found a format that is Onyx and a framework that is Niagara that now fulfills and is a opportunity for us and for you, our customers, to apply this known technology, this proven technology, into smaller buildings, smaller equipment, using applications, or using your traditional set of Niagara, in our case, branded ProBuilder, or many times branded Workbench. I like to refer to that as we've provided a product that serves our gated community. Our gated community is a list of people that have invested a great deal in the Niagara framework over the years, training their technicians, applying the solution to many of their customers, so you don't have to be retrained on how to use this. There's no extra cost needed to use Niagara, the Niagara you already have, and build programs and applications. So like I was just saying earlier, the JENEsys 100 is an open. It's open. JENEsys is always open in a Niagara sense. It's a programmable unit. It has the power of Niagara. We intend for it to go into spaces in our current BAS market that traditionally the Niagara framework was economically not, or too feature rich, suitable for those applications. We intend for this to go into smaller buildings, maybe in some medium-sized buildings, and even extend the Niagara technology horizontally into other adjoining markets that require the Smart Edge technology. Next page, please. All right. Business cases. Like I said before, it is an open platform. And please understand, this is a Onyx product that Lynxspring has developed over the course of the last 12 to 18 months, I will call it. We have other products released on that framework. However, we've branded this as JENEsys because it is a Niagara product, and that is in line with our other JENEsys branded products. It does have licensed Niagara, in this case 3.8. It will have the latest 3.8, which will also accept the Oracle app for Java Web Start, so you don't have to worry. You can also view PX pages without the troublesome that most browsers give you in the Java apps today. It should serve small, medium buildings, machine-to-machine applications in IoT environments. In our case, it is a product that we feel is economically affordable for those applications. And again, like I said before, it should be a known entity when you start programming and using the tools you've already invested in. For example, for those of you who are really excited about Niagara and know Niagara, you can see here this is our platform administrative view, and this is being served right out of this Edge device that you see. So it is operable. If you look down the middle screen here, you can see the host ID is a Lynx LSM1. LSM1 is the Lynxspring Smart Module. One means it's the first one in a series. Kind of in relation to QNX and Win 6 and 2s, so on and so forth. The model number is a Jenny. And what's most interesting, if you look at the very bottom of that column, is the file system. The physical RAM on there is 500 megabytes. And then also there is almost 3 gigabytes of memory available to you. Next screen, please. And this just goes a little bit further. I want to show, make an example here that, hey, yes, you're using your Workbench, you're using your Pro Builder to access this product. And for example, the screenshot from the top is from a station. I think in this case it's the Niagara demo station that was taken from a Jenny controller or a Jace controller. We've taken that same station, loaded it on the Edge 100, went to the same location with the wire sheet and captured that and set them side by side. I think the only difference you're going to find is that it's actually coming from a different controller, one a Jace or Jenny and one from the Edge 100. So the environment, Niagara, has not fundamentally changed. However, the licensing and the way that we're able to present this on a Edge device has changed. So the features have been trimmed down. Next screen, please. The features have been trimmed down so that it can fit on this smaller footprint product. It is 3.8. Some of you might be asking, why not 4.0? I think we'll get into that at the very end here. And in this case, it is limited to 6 devices as a client. However, it's not limited. The points are not limited. The footprint obviously is a little bit smaller than a Jace or a Jenny. It is running on Onyx, And Onyx, of course, is an extensible platform. The open source products that we've used and reference designs that we've used in this product, naturally have created the increased speed, which results in faster boot times, more memory. Those are things that are just naturally coming with new technologies as we adapt new technologies. The programming tools, like I said, it's the gated community of our Niagara community. We can use the same tools as we did before, and application apps can be added as well. Next screen, please. So what do we have here? We're getting close to wrapping this up, but I will go over some other some questions if you have them. I may just deliver some extra here for you if you don't have the questions. Customer benefits, so new markets, like I said before. Traditionally, I know in Lynxspring and Lynxspring's customers, we've focused in on the BAS, or the building automation space, and Niagara fit very well in a network area controller, an integration gateway, or end-to-many gateway, an enterprise solution, and so on and so forth. It was difficult to get the power of Niagara and the form factors it could reside on into or closer to the edge, where intelligence is being driven to more and more and more as we move through this new age of technology. Obviously, facilities, we want to be able to enter now into smaller facilities, smaller distributed facilities, and best of all, this also has FOX protocol, so it can be integrated with other Niagara solutions as well. Okay, so if you want to go to the chat, I don't know if there's any questions or not, but we've anticipated a couple questions that you might have. I went through these before. Well, how many devices? 6. It supports FOX. Yes. 3.8 Niagara 3.8 versus 4.0. Well, first and foremost, when we entered into this adventure with Tritium, 4.0 did not have a portability platform, and it's even now, I think it's in a very early stage if it's even applicable yet. We are working with portable 4.0, but we are not anywhere as close to making it a productized offering yet. So 3.8 is a natural for us. It is ready. It's a proven technology. 3.8's been out there. It's going to be supported for many years to come. And as you push technology closer to the edge, some of the things that you think are important at an enterprise are no longer important at the edge. However, connectivity, intelligence, maybe not so much UI, but and integrations aren't that big of a deal at the edge anymore. So some of those things that are very popular and useful in 4.0 might not necessarily be needed in our edge device. However, when we get to portability with 4.0, we're going to take advantage of that in many different ways and expand our offering. What's the availability for this product? We intend for this product to be available in the June timeframe, so it's right around the corner. We've been working with the product in-house and some very isolated users at this time. The Niagara framework it's a proven technology, so we're really proving out the interfaces between the ports, the physicalities of Onyx with the framework itself. I/O, inputs and outputs, you ask. Lynxspring has developed what we call an Onyx I/O to the power of 34, if you want to call it that. It's a 34 I/O device, representative of the exact same specifications as our traditional I/O device that connected to JENEsys 3s and 6s, and we have that product is in the August time frame, so that should be compatible as well with this product as it's released. UI, yes, UI is available on this product, so you can build internal graphics, isolated graphics to whatever the edge you're delivering to, and other options. We have a universal input-output that can go right on the product itself. That's available in the near future. We also have technologies such as cellular modems, so you can connect to it remotely through Lynxspring's private cellular network. That is an option that will be available shortly. It's not today. It may be available in June, but we're looking more in the summer time frame. Other technologies as well. We're listening our ears to the ground, our ears to you, our customers, and if this has some value to you, we'd like to know. If you'd like to see some changes or got some ideas, please share. We certainly never want to build a product and say, hey, here it is for you, use it. We want to get your information and apply your needs to our products. Before she finds another question here, the pricing is not official yet, but it is in the sub $650 range. We're trying to make this a applicable product, like we said, to smaller applications, buildings, equipment, M2M, IoT needs and such. Obviously, too, that options will be added to it as we unfold the product further into the future. What drivers are built in right now? Modbus, BACnet IP, BACnet MSTP. We have other drivers intent for the near future. That includes maybe some third-party drivers that we're familiar with today. If you can go down right after what driver. What was the device limit? Like I said, the device limit is 6. But the points is not limited, okay? How is this different from your current PC3MC? Well, it is on the Onyx platform. The PC3MC is on the J3 platform, of which we can do a side-by-side specification or SWAT on that, memories and speed and such. But it does not have the I/O capacity of a MC3 because the I-34 comes with that. So that's a change, but we have I/O planned for it in the near future. Yes, the processing speed is not comparable. The memory is not comparable either.
6,000 points, 4,000 histories.
Okay. Anything else? Did I miss any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining us today at Lynxspring, 30 Minutes with Lynxspring. We look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, or delivering you the next 30 minutes, I believe, in approximately a month from now, right? Thank you so much. Goodbye.